Have you ever considered what you will be remembered for when you leave an organization? What will people say about you when you are no more working where you're working? What will your superiors, your supervisors say about your work ethics and about generally how you've conducted yourself in the time that you've worked where you've worked? On Pep Talk Monday today, I have been asking myself that question. If I were to leave where I am working and other places that I've worked, what is it that I'll be remembered for? What legacy or what impact have I made in that organization that would, help me in my future life, and then also put me in a positive life with lights with those that I have worked with? So many times we work in places without considering the reputation and the kind of impact it will have on us when we leave that place. I met a colleague of mine. It wasn't even a colleague of mine. I met a friend of mine who was now working at somewhere that I worked for before. And the first thing she said was, "Your boss says so much about you. I believe he's been trying to get you back to work with him." And the moment she said that, I knew exactly who she was talking about. But it gave me a sense of joy that I can get that kind of feedback from someone that I've worked for before. And it means that anywhere this particular boss of mine goes, he can vouch for the kind of work that I've done for him. And that will give me a positive light. I also wanted to seek for reference from an employer of mine, and I didn't find any problems doing that. But I find that a lot of people have a hard time getting reference from their employers or people that they've worked with before, because those people cannot really attest to the kind of work that they've done. Now, I'm not trying to blow my own trumpet, but again, it's good that we do that once in a while. If you don't blow your own trumpet, nobody's going to blow it for you. But it's really important that as you go out to work today, you put into consideration what kind of impact you're trying to make. Every day you should strive to make a change or an impact, or try to improve on what it is you did yesterday. Because at the end of the day, when you leave an organization, as much as it is a two-sided relationship, employer-employee, you're going to have to, your work is what's going to speak to your character and to your employability in the future. And so for me today, I want to remind everyone and remind myself that no matter how bad situations get, no matter how tasking my role is in wherever it is I find myself working, I am going to put my very best. I am going to do my 110% to the ability that I have. I'm not saying I'm going to kill myself over a company or an employer, but I am going to do so in such a way that when I leave that organization, people can look back at the work that I have done and say, she